chat box open here. It doesn't seem to be streaming just yet because I'm not seeing it. It still says I'm waiting for Hubnut. Come on. Oh, here we go. It's starting to say started streaming. Aha. I've caught up with myself. I'm just going to wave to myself to see what sort of a lag there is. Um, Quite a few seconds lag, it seems, between what I'm saying and when it's appearing on the screen. So that's exciting. But here we go. We are ready, ready, ready. I'm just going to post the link in the chat box again. Uh, this is an online quiz. You will need a password. I'm not giving you the password just yet. I'm going to wait for everyone to get on the website. The website you need to go to if you're not on a device, if you can pull up a smartphone or a laptop and you're watching on your telly, whatever, the website you need to go to is uquiz.com/x capital Z lowercase h capital W 4G. Actually, I don't think the capitals come into it, but nonetheless, that is the website. So that's uquiz.com/xzh W4G, or if you go onto my YouTube channel, but in the description, the link is there as well. And it says the password will be given in the live stream. That's because it really will. Hopefully this is working for everyone. You can enter your name, but bear in mind, I'm going to be doing some live reporting on the scores. So I will, if you don't want to be embarrassed, don't use your actual name. You can use any name you like, but keep it clean, folks. This is a family show. And we shall look to get this underway. How's everyone doing? Has everyone managed to get in, logged in everywhere? Is that good? No, not logged in because I'm giving you the password yet. But has everyone got the quiz page up? I'll just drop that link in the box again. There we go. Password will be coming soon, Cannons. Don't worry. I just want to kind of make sure everyone's in place. Yep, everyone's in. Everyone's ready. Right. In that case, the password is Foxanne. I believe it's a capital F, but Foxanne is the password. Foxanne, Foxanne. And you'll have 20 seconds per question, so don't linger. But I've got a scoreboard, so I can see the scores. I can see what's going on. I'm just going to see if I've got anything already. Anything live. No one taking part just yet. Everyone's getting started. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I think people are logging in at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on that. Excellent. It's going to take you all a while to get started on that. We'll see how you do. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how it goes. Buffering, is that this buffering? The stream buffering? I apologize if it is. I have had some Wi-Fi issues today. But yeah, Foxanne the password, capital Foxanne. And I'll just drop the link back in the chat box for those of you who were there. And I shall wish you all good luck. It's going to take you a while to get going with those, I think. Oh, the intro was missed. Yeah, all it is you don't have to use your actual name. You can use any name you like, but keep it clean. If you follow that link, use the password Foxanne. It's capital Foxanne. And yeah, we'll see how you go. All complaints of difficult questions already. It's really difficult knowing where to pitch the level of knowledge, but it's multiple choice, so you've got a decent chance on most of them. Some of them will definitely have been mentioned in videos, so I'm testing how much you've been paying attention, but we'll see. Let's see if we've got any live stats coming in yet. No, not yet. I'm going to have to wait to see who's finished. So far, only 2, and that's the 2 test ones I've done. Annoyingly, I did one in the name Hubnut and only got 81% because I wanted to see what happened if you put wrong answers in. So I've only got 81% in my own test. Brilliant. Was the Land Cruiser 60 series ever sold in Britain? I think so, but never in particularly vast numbers. It wasn't really until the 80 series sales really took off of Land Cruisers in the UK. Sorry, just doing a bit of live chat there while you carry on. It doesn't work for you. What's broken, Anthony? Let me know and I'll try and get you on board. Because what I'm hoping is I will be able to see the scores starting to come in at the end of this via the UCO's website. Oh, yep, we've got a result in. The first result is in. Gibbo has become the first person to complete. So well done, Gibbo. Although your final results suggest I've made this too hard. Um, oh, oh dear. I hope I haven't overloaded it. That would be annoying. I'm going to try it myself. Try copy and paste that, and that seems to work. So I'm just checking the quiz is working for me. Foxanne is the password, and there we go. I'm in. So I'm not going to complete because I'm not doing that, but it clearly is working. There might be a few issues your end, but I'll post the link in the chat box again. That's the link you need, uquiz.com/XZHW4G. And we'll see how it goes. What time is the quiz? The quiz is now. Remember, your password is Foxanne, capital FOXANNE. And away you go. Let's see if anyone else has finished. This is quite exciting. Oh, yes. Finley has finished. Hello, Finley out there. 27%. I clearly have made this very difficult. If anyone gets 100%, I may well have to give a prize for this because I've obviously made it far too hard. The link is a few posts above you, Donny, just there, but I'll post it again because that's the link. Password is Foxanne. There we go. That was tough. Oh no, sorry, folks. This is the first quiz I've ever done. I've never. It's been very difficult to know how to do it. Oh, Joseph Lloyd is in. And Tony Williams as well. They're both in the 70s. Scott Fisher, 60%. Well done. Oh yeah, flying in now the results. Lazy Potato, like the name, 39%. So we've got a good range of scores yet, from 33%, no, 27%, up to 75 at the moment. That's impressive stuff. A few more in. Frankie Boy, 48%. Robin Gray, 69%. That's pretty good going. The same for Vid Fletch. Minestrone has hit 75 as well. Be very interesting. I should be able to see which questions you didn't do so well on. So yeah, this is going to be interesting times. There is no prize, although maybe I will make a prize, seeing as I've made it so difficult. We'll see if anyone manages to get 100%. Let's give that a refresh. Some of you are very quick. I will say that. Some of you have been blasting through these. Oh, Hairnet. Hello, Hairnet. He's got 72%. That's a good result there. Frozen Apples, 63%. Mad Morve, 54%. Oh, wow. I feel like a sports commentator. Wow. Who has the lowest score? The lowest score so far is it's shared. We've also got Olam the Golem on 27% as well. I think that's the lowest score so far. I didn't want to make it too easy, but perhaps perhaps I pitched it a bit wrong. But wow, yeah, lots of you taking part at the moment. There's loads of you. I'm not sure how well this website is keeping up. Over 60, almost 70 of you have now completed the quiz. Jacob Rees-Mogg has taken part, and he's only got 36%. Bad luck, Jacob. The one also 36%. Neil, you've managed to get 24%. That's a new lower score, I think. Little Hibsy on 51%. Oh wow, this is impressive stuff. I wonder if I can actually what I can't do is arrange the results. That's very irritating. How am I meant to know who's done the highest here? Scatman Craig, I like the name, 63%. The Rolling Troll, hello Stein from the Netherlands, 54%. Not bad. 60%. Moped is in the box as well at 60%. Gary, 66%. We're pushing up again. There's a few of you in the 20s. I'm sorry, I obviously made it far more difficult than I expected. Here we go. That's in the house. Hello, Eddie, 45%. Must try harder, sir. Obviously weren't enough Datsun questions because I would probably have got those wrong myself. Wow, that's an awful lot of you now. Yeah, we're over 130 participants now. That's incredible. Wow. When are you coming back to New Zealand? I have no idea when I'll be going back to New Zealand, to be honest. I'll just pop the list up again for the link for people to get questions. Wow, yeah, interesting scores going on. This is brilliant stuff. Password is Foxanne. That is the password for you to take part in the quiz. Try your luck, try your luck. I'm going to have to scroll through all of these to try and find someone. Oh, Simon Redfern, 75%. That's where people seem to be topping out at the moment, 75%. I think that's still the highest score we've had. But I'm having to look through this quite carefully. Useless Know Nothing managed to get 42%. So that shows you do actually know something. And there you go. Still no one below 27%. So the wooden spoon is still hanging about, waiting for a home. Oh no, we got someone in 24%. So that's a little bit lower. Oh, we got a 15% now as well. Oh dear. I don't think I'm going to read these names out. But thank you for taking part. I will obviously have to try and pitch things a little differently in future. Some of them were definitely you were going to have a bit of a guess. And yeah, it was good fun to put this together. Tudor Coca, believe in Romania, 60%. That's not a bad result. Hubnuts 323. Are you the owner of my old 323? 39%. It's not a bad effort, given the general scoring trend in this. Lots of people in the 30s. Matt W got 66%. That's pretty strong, it turns out. Let's see who else we've got. Tone has managed 63% as well. Well done. Gosh. So it looks like the 100% is definitely too high. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well done, Jason. 63%. That's a pretty good outing. Daft Trotter got 60% as well. Yeah. Where can you see the answers? That's a good point. I thought it would show you the answers at the end. Foxanne is spelt like this. There you go. Foxanne. And Richard Harrison, 63%. Well done. Yeah, well, I could have made it all about the channel Mirko. I guess that's a kind of a fair response. But, you know, I wanted to make it a general quiz. I didn't want to limit it too much. But maybe I need to do another quiz and make it a bit tighter to the old mark of Hubnut. Yeah, we'll see. Like I say, it's the first one I've ever done. So it was an interesting one to do. Was the 20 seconds not long enough? Should I have done it a bit longer? It was difficult because I kind of wanted to put a limit, so you have to kind of move on and keep moving. So we get this scenario where everyone is kind of finishing at the same time, and we can kind of discuss the results. Let's go and have a look at the results again. Really are an awful lot of you. I think we're over 300 people have taken part now. See if anyone's got up in those high scores. We have a new lower score, 15%, but I'm avoiding names. Mr. Coggins' Garage managed 60%. That's a fine result. It turns out Justin, 63%. We may have already discussed that in the chat window. I've got a couple of different places where people are posting their results and where I'm looking at them here as well. But we seem to have run out of people in the 70s. They were quick at the start, getting into the 70s. Dean Clark also got 60%, and that turns out to be a very good score. So yeah, wow, there we go. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, Andy. He suggests I actually read the questions out loud, and we could do that. The problem is this allows it to score very, very easily, whereas otherwise I've got to kind of trust everyone. Everyone's got to submit their scores, and it starts getting a bit clunky. Yeah, it's difficult to. Oh well done, Tomcat, 69% there. Stilo Boy, 60% as well. That's some very, very yeah, very, very good scores. Don't worry with 33%, Adam. That wasn't the lowest. But we're not here to take the mickey out of the lowest. We're here to all take part in something that's hopefully been a fair bit of fun. Let's see. Ian Ferguson's just come in with 51%. A few more low ones. Beetle Boy 63%. That's quite good. Oh, Stephen Muck 84%. Wow, I think we possibly have a new leader there. Hopefully at some point I can actually rank these so I can actually see all the different scores in a bit more order, because at the moment I'm going to have to scroll through about 400 people to try and find out who's highest. Wow, that's quite incredible. And obviously because I've kept the time quite short, um, yeah, it's all over quite quickly for people. But wow, 54%. Well done, Simon. That's good. Oh, don't be disappointed at 51%, Martin. That's closer to 100% than zero. So that's good news. Yeah, I will apparently have to publish the answers. I was hoping it was going to show the answers, but apparently not. Oh yeah, someone's suggesting a trip to Greece in Foxanne. That was actually the plan early on. I did kind of plan on taking her there because, as this chap well knows, the Mabea was the original fox, and then the design came to the UK. It was a Reliant design anyway, I think, or maybe it was Mabea's design. But yeah, that's how it happened. And it was a production car in Greece first, then the design came to the UK as the Reliant Fox. Yeah, there we go. Right, scores still coming in. Let's go and have a quick look again. Oh, this is absolutely fascinating. I feel like I'm watching the football's results here. Yugos are forever, 54%. ENT, 51%. Henks Tom 2, 54%. Scottish Datsun Nissan, 54%. Nick L2, 72%. That's very good. Tim Jones, 66%. Also, definitely in the upper reaches. So, yeah, wow. And we're now well over about 400 people taking part. That's astonishing, to be honest. Someone asks, how did you know Princess Anne's cars? Am I in contact? I'm not in contact with her. It's just a well-known fact in Reliant circles. Don't want to give too much away there. Probably have done. Send a link to Car Pervert. You might get 100%. Yeah, we'll see. What's the jokes about Datsuns? It's not any particular joke. It was just I just needed to rank it. I thought I'd rank it on Datsuns and Nissans. Well, there we go. Right, people are still taking part. I was going to keep this going for a full hour, but I think the chances of me seeing someone who's actually got a really high score whilst trying to talk to you is now running pretty low. Just having a quick last look through. Rover Mad Leo, 60%. Good showing, sir. Anyone else in the 60s? Anthony also got 60%. Graham got 66%. Ooh. Neil Bowman, 54%. Yeah, well done, people. Nicotine, 54%. And Lachlan Wilson, 51%. There's some stellar performances here. Yeah, there we go. I think I think it's quietening down now. I think we're definitely getting a bit slower. 54% pure guesswork. Well, yeah, it's multiple choice. You can always have a bit of a guess. So yeah, I'll have to work out something better for next time. I don't think this has quite worked as well as I hoped. It's really good to have the live scoring, be able to see the scores come in. But yeah, perhaps it hasn't worked too well. Does it work on a phone? To be honest, I've not tried it on a phone. That was a failing on my part. Oh, thank you, Revolution 1-1. Another top up on the tea fund there. I definitely need a cup of tea after this. My mouth is getting dry. You haven't missed the quiz, Christo. There's a link to it if you want to take part. The password is Foxanne, and good luck. What's the pass mark? Well, the pass mark would have been 100%, I thought, and I was worried there would be too many getting that, but I don't believe anyone has yet. I'm trying to keep an eye on the scores as they come in on the laptop. CJT123 has got 60%. Punditer has got 66%. Lee K. Smith has got 75%. I don't know if that's the first go necessarily, but he's definitely getting up there. Let's see. Cywood 2, 66%. Mushy Peas, 54%. Mr. Allegro, 48%. So yeah, there's a good old mix of scores coming in, which is excellent to see. Right, we'll do one more refresh on that, just to see if there's anyone in this next batch. But I think we're definitely nearing the end of yeah, they aren't coming in as thick and fast now. Uh, all right, thank you for that information. It does work on a phone, but you can't see the comment section with the link. So yeah, okay, yeah, got you. I'm learning. I'm learning. A super chat, Finlay, is this dollar sign under the chat box. No obligation to if you wish to press that button and make use of it. Yeah, thank you. Um, very much appreciated. Uh, right, 54 is not bad going. Da, da, da. Lots of comments coming in. I'm just going to have one quick last look. Yeah. Oh, we got some strong performers coming in now. NP Max 60%, Davy K Waters 60%, Michael slightly less, Howard Levert 69%. That's a strong performance, it turns out. So yeah, I've learned I need to make things not necessarily easier, but I definitely need to make things more accessible. How's that for a polite way of saying it? I think the problem is I'm such a car geek, but yeah, yeah, I maybe overdid it. Seaside Garage thinks I got about 60% of the answers wrong. Controversial. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I need to ease off on the 20 seconds. And the problem is, me and my girlfriend have been taking part in an online quiz where it's the quickest gets you more points. So we're used to like reacting like that to questions and not always getting it right. It's been a really good quiz, that one. Just general knowledge. I think we managed to get in the top 10 once, and other times not quite so much. So yeah, good stuff. Oh, thank you, folks. I'm glad you enjoyed the quiz, even if it was a bit more of a struggle than I anticipated. Because I kind of want people to get things. I don't want everyone to win it, obviously, because that just makes it more difficult. But yeah, there we go. I hope that was a bit of fun. Maybe I'll try a format where I do just try asking the questions out loud. It only took me a few hours to put all the questions together, and it might be something I can do next week, perhaps. We'll see how we go. I will say at this point, hello to any Americans and Canadians who are watching. I deliberately did this broadcast a bit later, so I apologise to all the Antipodeans who were watching this on playback and still playing along. The links, oh, thank you, Graham, that's very generous. The links will keep working, so you can still take part in the quiz. You can still try working your way up to 100% if you fancy, and we'll see. Yeah, maybe I'll do a follow-up video where I talk through the answers of the quiz, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, thank you, City Rides again. Yeah, they're only easy if you know the answers. That's the true. And as the question master, you know the answers. Yeah, I'm aware. Steph iDriver Classic is doing a quiz. She uses Zoom, so everyone's there in the chat. That all sounds a little bit too intense, to be honest. And yeah, bearing in mind there's currently 489 people watching at this very moment, we wouldn't all want to be in the same video room. I think it would just break. Okay, yeah, well, I'll do another quiz, and like I say, maybe I'll read it out next time, and we'll see how we go. Well, you're not allowed to post answers in the chat box. That's just not fair. All right, one last look at the scores. And probably chalk 72%. The Dutch car guy 72%. That's not you again, Stein, is it? Dave Jones 60%. Tall bloke 78%. It was 82 the highest so far. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Yeah, brilliant. Well, I hope that's been fun anyway. Oh, thank you, Thomas. That's very kind of you. Another super chat donation there in the chat box. But I think I'm going to turn my attention away from the results for now, and I'll come and actually spend some time with you in the chat box. So yeah, hello everyone. How do you do the Zoom? what will happen is Steph will put links on her social media usually, and you just click that. If you haven't used Zoom before, you have to download an app. But as long as you've got a laptop or a phone with a camera on it, you'll be able to take part. She did a live chat that was all on Zoom very early on, but that got slightly chaotic. That was too open. She had people sort of invading from all over the place. So that one didn't work so well. But she's worked out what works. So and it seems to be proving very popular, those quizzes. Steph is on Twitter and Facebook. Right, okay. You don't even need a camera. Well, you must need a camera of sorts if you're going to take part in a chat. Well, I suppose you don't. You can appear just as a voice, I think. But yeah. Am I on Flickr? I'm not on Flickr. No. How do you donate? You can hit the super chat button below the chat box. You've got a smiley face, and next to that, a super chat as an option. You can also donate via the store if you just want to do a donation using your PayPal, or you can use credit cards as well. You can do that via the store. Lots of lovely stuff in the store. Hoping to do some announcements on replenish stock on the store fairly soon as well. So we've sold out of a few items. We've managed to get some of them, should be coming back in soon. Obviously, the situation of the world at the moment is holding stuff up. But at the moment, Rachel and George are still able to do the merchandise. They're trying to keep it to just one post run per week, ideally. But as everyone's behind the screen at the post office, they can still do that. It's all safe. It's all good times. Is there an average score? I would say the average score is probably somewhere around, well, it's between 60 and 30%, I think, most scores. But yeah, we'll see if we can do this again. Oh, Andrew McKenzie likes the 20 seconds. It stops cheating. Well, yeah, but as there's no prize, I don't think there's too much worry about if people are cheating. I mean, I hope people aren't, but yeah, sometimes you can't really stop these things. You might as well just have as much fun as you can. Yeah, good times. Right. Who had the worst score? I'm not reading out the worst score. I can't. There are so many scores now because I think something like 500 or 600 people have now taken part in this, and I can't scroll it by percentage, which is really, really irritating. I thought it might be a bit more accomplished, shall we say, than that in providing the results. Oh, 156, 72%. Well done. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't see that. I will have to scroll through hundreds and hundreds to see how well people have done. So I've learned that this UQuiz software doesn't quite work for my needs, but nonetheless, I think people have had a fair bit of fun. So yeah. Oh yeah, people are having more goes as well, and going up as well. So Andrew Thornton went from 69% to 72, so getting better. Lessons to be learned. Oh, thank you, Paul Harbison. That'll get the jammy Dodgers. Not averse to a jammy Dodger at all. Password for latecomers, Blair. I'm not even going to whisper it. It is Foxanne with a capital F, Foxanne, and I will put that password in the description. So if you've somehow come along later, have spent 26 minutes or 28 minutes rather watching this live stream and still wondering how to take part, it'll all be there. So brilliant. How long will it stay active? I have no idea. Perhaps forever. We shall see. But yeah, there we go. That was a bit different, a bit of a laugh. I think it worked fairly well. Martin Meir, thank you very much. Always enjoy watching your channel. Thank you very much. Winston Smith, been looking at a Rover 618 SLI manual. Oh, yeah. I mean, the 1.8 is not the most powerful engine in those Rover 600s, but 600s are lovely cars, and the 618 was fairly late. Just watch for sill rot, but really nice cars. It's Took a boy or a girl. Took is very much a girl. Just that's just how I do things. MHJ asks whether I like the Mark 1 Honda City. Yes, loads of them in New Zealand. Loads and loads of them. Link doesn't want to open. A few people have had issues at times. Try again in a bit. It does seem to work eventually. Those dresses look a bit game show. They're a bit razzle dazzle, aren't they? Yeah, they're not my dresses. And Link is inactive. Oh, That's bad times. I wonder if I've reached a limit of how many people can take part. Oh no, it's still working for me. Yeah, I think it must just be glitching because it still seems to be working for me. So there we go. How's George? George still seems very well. He seems very happy. I haven't seen George for a while because of lockdown, but I get fairly regular reports from Rachel that he's quite well. Occasional photos of him sitting in boxes. He loves boxes. Password is Foxanne, capital F. Password is timed out. Interesting. I've just logged in with that password, so not quite sure what's going on there. Um, yeah, thank you, Withered Googie. Getting the questions right is very difficult. I think I probably went a bit too highbrow with it, but well, we'll see. First time, we'll get it right, and yeah, we'll see what goes on. Someone wants to do it and get a 0%. That could be a challenge in itself, to be honest. We'll see how it goes. Oh, thank you, Cameron. Yeah, I've been trying to punt the videos out because I think we're all finding this lockdown a bit of a strange situation to deal with. Yeah, it's not easy at all. It's even though I'm in a really beautiful part of Wales and I'm with a very happy family, we're having a lovely time. Um, you still get that feeling that you're trapped, that claustrophobia. So hopefully, in the next few weeks, things will free up a bit and we can all get out there a bit more. It's going to be a long time before we're back to complete normal. But yeah, I mean, if ever there was a time, turning into a hippie for a moment, to be nice to each other, this is definitely it. So yes, more niceness. And there we go. Oh, the quiz wasn't too hard. The point of a quiz is that it's hard, says Winston Smith. Okay, thank you. Maybe I just need to try and mix it up a bit more with a few easier questions as well as the more difficult ones. Oh, Paul Lynch bought a Foxanne mug today. Thank you, Paul, because they've been sitting on the shelf, those Foxanne mugs. Poor Foxanne, I need to do more with her. And yeah, how do you attach stuff permanently in the chat box? I don't even know how to do that. Can I do that? Can I? No, I can't do it there. Oh well. It'll be in the description anyway. I'm going to edit well, I'm not going to do it right now because I'll lose the chat box, but I will edit the description beneath the video and yeah, we'll find out. Which ones have headline wallpapers? Well, I can't say now because people are still taking part in the quiz. Do you know if a Matiz can tow? Only if you're very brave. I'm not sure a Matiz would make a good tow car. If you want desperate for a 3-cylinder tow car, maybe the Volkswagens, they did some 3 cylinders. But generally small engines tend to be, 3 cylinders are small engines. Small engines are rubbish for towing. So yeah, there we go. Oh, thanks, Big Jono. Yeah. I'm always working. It seems. Yes, here I am in the evening, and I should probably go and join the rest of the family and watch some telly or something. And instead, I'm chatting away on the internet. But it's all good fun. So that's good. Dogs or cats? Well, you say that there is now a little dog in my life. So, and the little dog has met George before, and I'm not sure they're ever going to be great friends, to be honest. Um, is the Citroen Down still common in the UK? I wouldn't say common, really. It is with a Trabant body on top. It's definitely different. Oh, well done, Retro Naught on 60%. The dog is a Jack Wawa, Chihuahua Jack Russell Cross. It is prone to the odd bark, which will surprise no one at all. To tow Audi A2, yeah, I wonder how good they are at towing. Yeah, even towing 750 kilograms of a Matiz would be a challenge, I think. I'm not sure if they ever did tow bars. The Mark 1, the number plate, it's in a bad place for tow bars. How's that for an exciting fact? Bova Futura or Optare Solo review in the future, hopefully one day. Are you looking out for a GSA birotor? I have one lined up, but lockdown is preventing me getting anywhere near it. An SM is also a car I would like to do. Oh, P Mail, the key is complaining about audio levels again. I'm not sure what your issue is, sir. No one's been complaining about sound today. I'm on my fluffy mic. I've got my new. These are called dead cats. apparently. I had no idea these were called dead cats, the fluffy things. So it seems to be working. Um, don't review Optera as they are yuck. Well, yeah, but buses tend to be a bit flimsy these days, don't they? Mini Optare solos. Entertaining, if rattly. Yes, that seems to sum up Optares pretty well. I remember them from back when I was still catching buses back in the day. Uh, yes, there are various names for these things. I'd never heard Dead Cat before Furious Driving told me yesterday. Ooh, you should get a Renault 5 Monaco. Do you know how much I'd love one of those? I used to have a Renault 21 Monaco, but the idea of a plush, comfortable, small car, very appealing. Unfortunately, I think a lot of those um, Monacos were, yeah, automatic, and Renault's not the best for automatic gearboxes, really, which is a bit of a shame. Um, Ford Focus 1.5 three-cylinder estate. Yeah, I worry a bit though about straining a small engine like that with towing. But I'm firmly of the school, especially after my exploits with Betty the Ford Fairmont, that there's no replacement for displacement, especially when it comes for towing. So what I still like little cars. I wouldn't want to tow with them. I've done it before. It's not much fun. Speaking of Betty the Fairmont, by the way, if you haven't already, after this, go to the Motoring Box channel. Sean has done a most excellent review pitching his Fairmont AU, and he had a posh one with a VCT, against a Commodore VT. I've kind of done similar, but I had a VU Ute to use in Melbourne. I'm posting that video next week. But I think what Motoring Box has done, I love the presentation, the way he's done it. It's very, very reminiscent of old school Top Gear, I think. Really well done. So do go and check that out. Really good. Sensible Person would have a link. I've put one on my community tab, so you can go and check it out there, and that'll be good. Difference between a Fairmont and a Fairlane. Well, you start with a Falcon. A Fairmont is a posh Falcon. The Fairlane always tended to run on a longer wheelbase, usually shared with the estate versions of the Falcon. And in fact, of the AU vintage, the extension was after the rear wheels, I think. So instead of lengthening the doors, they just lengthened the body. And the Fairlane was your ultimate luxury version, would have a different front end and rear treatment. Some of those Fairlanes came to the UK, were turned into hearses. So yeah, very plush. I'm not a fan of the AU era Fairlane myself. I will stick with the odd looking Fairmont and Falcon. Robert Brink could show me some delights in the Netherlands. I certainly hope to get to the Netherlands again. It might not happen this year, but Japan Classic Sunday has officially been booted out of this year and hopefully will be next year. I very much want to go to that. Recycle Hin. Yeah, Macho Rancho. Definitely want to get my hands on one and test that as well. Yeah, definitely something I would like to do. Hyundai Amica. Yeah, I'm keen to try one. Daewoo Nexia. Never tried one. And yeah, it's all good times. And yeah, some very unpleasant people in the chat box, it turns out, while you're inviting the entire world to come and say hello. What rank is 100% on the quiz? I can't even remember what car. Oh yeah, Nissan President. It'd have to be, really, wouldn't it? Nissan President was if you got 100%. I don't think anyone did. Thoughts on the Ford Taurus? I quite like one. I found a Ford Taurus in a scrapyard in New Zealand, Horopito Motors. Probably the only time I've seen one in the metal, and it was an estate. Very, very strange styling. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't think 0% was even a Nissan in the scoring on this. I'm just going to have one quick last look over here. I said I'd already had it, didn't I? See if anyone's managed to creep their scores up. Oh no, this is still some rather low ones. BL Bloke 69%. Okay, I know what I must do. I'm not going to make it stupidly easy, but I know I need to tweak things a little. This is good. This is feedback, and that's good times. Hyundai Atos, I've never driven. It's a forerunner of the Amica. And weren't the Ranchos bad for rotting away? Yes, Yeah, the Ranchos were very bad for rotting away because they were based on Simcas, and Simcas really do rust. And just to make it worse, the glass fiber rear body was bonded to the metal beneath it. So restoration of them, absolutely horrendous. Oh yeah, yeah. Sierra Cars reminds me of the Ford LTD was the top Ford above even a Fairlane. It's remarkable how enormous the ranges were for both Holden and Ford on sort of the same platform. Because for the Holdens, you've got your Commodores, but then there'd be Berlinas and all sorts, and then you'd have the luxury ones. The Calais was slightly more luxurious, a bit like a Fairmont to the Ford, and then you got the what was the top one? Statesman was right at the top of the range. So yeah, it's just quite remarkable, really. Ever driven a Renault 10? No, but I've had an offer come in fairly recently from someone. Sean Henry has offered me a go in his. I've been alerted about the Foxanne, the Reliant Fox camper on eBay by quite a lot of people. Yeah, the Nipper is still going. Needed some work to get through the MOT. Was it this year or was it last year? Um, it was while I was away. It had an MOT, and it did need a fair bit of work to get through it. But nonetheless, it has survived another year. We bought that car in 2016, I think, so it's now survived 4 years. Maybe a bit more than that. I'm not sure, but yeah, the little Nipper has done well for a 300 quid car. I'll tell you that much. Da, da, da. Any closer to releasing the Wolseley 2480 video? I've still got such a backlog. I think I'm down to probably in the 20s, the number of videos I've still got left to publish. It was over 30 the last time. So yeah, I need to get them out playing with the order a bit, but we'll see what we can do. It's always a problem. Oh, there's another person we definitely want to get rid of. Brilliant. The joy of trolls who are now holding up things up for everyone because I'm having to try and keep an eye on the chat box. Unimog would love to test. Bedford Rascal I would love to test. Jensen Interceptor's not really hubnut material. Yep, Sunbeam Rapier. Hopefully, I've never driven one. In fact, I've only driven one Hillman Hunter, I think. So it's a car I'm very keen to do. I mean, Hillmans and Humbers very much underrated. City Rover still stranded at the MOT garage. It can't do anything with it. They're not in. Um, Wales is slowly starting to wake up a bit. A few more businesses are opening up, so hopefully we can do something there. You should do a welding tutorial. No, no, I need to watch some welding tutorials. I can't weld. Scorpio 2.9 Ultima. Too much to be hubnut? Not with that face. And they're a very strange looking car. Yeah, hopefully Han Solo, the City Rover, will be getting those MOT repairs. I just can't say it's going to be soon. I'm going to a garage on Friday, a garage I've only been to once, like in the past 10 years, because the GSA is leaking fluid and I really need to get that looked at. I don't think it's a big thing. I think it's a return pipe on the hydraulics. It isn't spraying everywhere. It isn't dropping the level. So we'll see how that goes. Was there ever a Volkswagen Lupo that did 99 miles to the gallon? I highly doubt it, although Citroen did modify a Citroen AX diesel and reckon they managed to get 100 miles to the gallon out of that. But it got a different spoiler on the back. It would have been driven at perhaps like 35 miles an hour to keep it in the maximum efficiency. So you certainly wouldn't do it driving down the road. Morris Minor 1000. I'm not averse to a Morris Minor 1000, but the problem is to make me happy with a Minor 1000, I'd have to modify it, and I do think that would be an interesting series to do. I just want a little more pep, a little more grip, perhaps a bit more advanced rear suspension than just a simple leaf sprung axle. Yeah, there's definitely stuff on brakes as well, because once you've driven a 2CV, if you jump in from a 2CV to a Morris Minor, Morris Minors are terrifying. They don't seem to have any brakes at all. That was based on a 948. I think the 1098s did have slightly better brakes, but the beauty of the Minor is there is so much out there. So I think it'd be quite interesting to sort of do sensible upgrades on a Morris Minor. My 2CV's got upgrades. It's got a 652 engine. It's got electronic ignition. So yeah, we'll see what's going on. Um, right. Suzuki Ignis, probably getting there, to be honest. Is the City Rover the newest car you have ever owned? I suppose technically yes. 17 years old. I think I had a Rover 75 that would have been younger at the time I owned it, but it was a terrible example with knackered synchromesh and yeah, not very good. It is good, thank you. Oh, thank you, Harpsy8. Donation from America there. Yeah, I will do some sort of live chats when all this is over. I think I quite enjoy doing the live chats. I've had hard work trying to keep up with all the questions like this, and we're up to 45 minutes now. So I think I'm gonna have to start winding things up. Testing a Unigate milk float. I'd love to do that. I used to ride on the milk floats as a child. And it was at different times. The milkman would come down the road. We'd jump in his milk float and he'd take us for a drive. Yeah, brilliant. He used to trust us to sit in his milk float while he went delivering the milk, and we'd be playing with the wipers and the lights and everything. Brilliant. Worst ever Citroen ever. I don't think I'm going to get into worsts. That's not really how we do things on this channel. Answers, I'll try and work out. I thought it was going to display the answers once you'd taken part, but it seems it isn't doing that. What tips would you give to a YouTuber? Yeah, got a decent camera. You need to make videos. It's as simple as that. The more videos you put out, the more things tend to get picked up. But obviously, I can't tell you to be a good YouTuber. I'm not the best YouTuber myself, but whether you get a following or not does kind of depend on whether people like what you're putting out. So you kind of have to pay attention to people. People are never short of an opinion on the internet. They'll tell you. Yeah, all you can do is just make videos. If you really want to go view chasing, then make videos that people want to watch. So go and find out. British Leyland stuff always tends to do really, really well. Whereas if I'm doing videos on the day it is, they're probably not going to get so many views. But I don't care because I love the day it is. And sometimes you can't predict what's going to do well. So yeah, all interesting times. How's the mighty Dacia? I haven't really heard from Rich. I was setting up a meeting with him, and then lockdown happened, so haven't been able to do any more. Do you find Bertoni designs attractive? I do. It's Zagato I don't understand. There are not many attractive Zagato cars, and I'm sure people will be hunting me down now. Now I've said that. Car of the future Nissan Duke. It's a bold one, but it's just odd enough looking that it could have a following. It's very hard to predict. People are always asking me what are going to be the classics of 20 years time, and I look at the current crop of cars and go, well, they all look dreadful. But then I remember in the early 90s, people going, all these cars look bland and the same. The Mark III Cavalier, Nissan Primera, Ford Mondeo, all very sort of smooth and rounded and similar looking. So yeah, I think the Nissan Cube is a classic already. I think they're gathering a fast following. But yeah, I'm going to wind this one up now. There's questions pinging in too much. I will do another live chat on Saturday. I'm not sure of the time yet because I've deliberately timed this so America can join in. So hello, any Americans, Canadians, or even people from South America who might be tuning in at the moment. And but yeah, I kind of want to also keep the Antipodeans happy as well. So getting timings right is quite tricky. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. It's been an interesting experiment. I've got some things to refine. Might do things differently next time. We'll see. I'll come up with a better idea for next week. But yeah, thank you all very much for taking part. Thank you especially to those who did a donation via the super chat. That's very, very kind of you. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in a future video. I'm just trying to remember what I've got lined up for you tomorrow. What have I got on my channel tomorrow? Didn't publish a video today. And oh yes, tomorrow is going to be tinkering with the GSA. So that should be a fun little video for you. Might be a little more language than you're used to with me. I've tried to keep it fairly family friendly anyway, but just to warn you, yeah, it got a bit frustrating. Joys of Citrons. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you all in a future live stream or video. So farewell. Oh, thank you, Cameron Penny, who has just become a basic hub nutter. Yes, I keep forgetting to mention, you can join the channel. That's another option. If you look below the video, there is a join button. So, second Pachu.